So let's read from You Were Born for a Reason, chapter 19, The Real Meaning of Evil. One of the most celebrated statements attributed to Shinran is this: if even a good person will attain salvation, all the more so will an evil person. This doctrine is often summed up in the phrase akunin shoki, meaning the evil person is the true object of salvation. Then what is an evil person? Many people may envision the inhuman sort of person who kills in cold blood without a flicker of remorse. But is that all Shinran meant by evil person? Let us take a look at another statement he made. Revelation of the true self. I am now a foolish being, imbued with evil and caught in the cycle of birth and death, constantly submerged and constantly wandering for all these countless eons without ever a chance for liberation. This is clearly revealed to me. This statement means I have come to see my present self clearly as the vilest and most depraved of sinners, suffering throughout eternity with absolutely no possibility of salvation. Because this passage is so essential to an understanding of Shinran's thought, at the risk of belaboring it, let us go over it carefully to be sure that we grasp its import. Here, I does not refer to the self in the past or future. Rather, Shinran is professing that when he was shown clearly the nature of his present self, his past and his future were likewise illuminated. The words I am now a foolish being imbued with evil and caught in the cycle of birth and death mean that his present self has been revealed to him as such a person. The moment that happens, he sees simultaneously his past, continuously or constantly submerged and constantly wandering for all these countless eons, and his future without ever a chance for liberation. Constantly submerged and constantly wandering for all these countless eons means that he has been suffering continually for ages past without beginning, and without ever a chance for liberation means that he has absolutely no prospect of salvation, that hell is his eternal dwelling place. Some readers may question how it is possible for anyone to know the worlds of the past or future. According to Shinran, since the present embraces both the past from time immemorial and the future without end, to see the present clearly is to know the entire past and future at once. The present is the key that unlocks the past and the future. The following story clearly shows the interrelatedness of the present and the future. A learned man of some note came to town to lecture on the evils of drink and preach the wisdom of abstinence. A townsman passionately fond of drinking marched into the lecture hall, indignant that anyone would wish to impugn one of life's great pleasures. But the more he heard, the more he learned, and slowly, against his will, he found himself being won over. Suddenly, relenting, he resolved to become a teetotaler. When the lecture was over, he went up to the learned man and told him the whole story, finally asking him to write something to commemorate his resolution. What shall I write? How about no drinking till the day I die? That sounds awfully hard. Why not make it just for today? Scarcely able to believe his ears, the man leaned forward to make sure he'd heard right. Just for today, is that good enough? Certainly, just give up drinking for today. That will do. The man took home the paper with the words, "No drinking, just for today" on it, and stuck it on the wall. Then he took out his watch and waited expectantly for tomorrow. As night came on and the hour of midnight approached, he got out a big jug of wine and pulled it close with anticipation. As the clock struck 12, he picked up the jug, got ready to take a long drink, and then glanced over at the wall. A wave of disappointment struck him. "Oh no," he cried out. "No drinking, just for today all over again." In fact, "just for today" means the same as "till the day I die." That truth came home to the man, and he never took another drink as long as he lived. When this year is over, it is this year again. When today ends, it is today again. Time stretches on from ages past into the never-ending future, an endless succession of moments in the present, now, now, now. Because the present moment embraces the eternal past and the eternal future, philosophers through the ages have spoken of it as the eternal now. Yeah, so we had a discussion about mm, reaching enlightenment with some newcomers, so they don't understand the Master Shina's teachings through and through yet, and so they were saying, uh, yeah, in case one cannot reach enlightenment in this life or absolute happiness, so they will have another chance in the next life. But I was thinking of this passage here, as long as we think or rely on tomorrow or the next life, uh, it's never now. So it never happened. It's so important, like Master Shinan teaches us about salvation here and now, to pour everything we have here and now, because we try not to count on tomorrow. Yeah, I think this attitude is very important. And it reminds me of how when people want to go on a diet, so they say, okay, not today, I'll go on a diet tomorrow. So kind of the mind which procrastinates, uh, it's never now. Yeah, so if we don't start the diet now, then we cannot really uh, do it. So it's now or never. I like this English expression. It's now or never. So it's very important to feel this eternal now. It's now. The endless succession of moments in the present, but we cannot count on this continuity because death comes in an instant. So we need to be aware of impermanence at the same time. Yeah, so if we think, oh, if I cannot make it now, I'll make it in another life. How hard will it be for the blind turtle to find the hole in the floating log in the vast ocean, as Buddha taught that parable? Um, yeah, it's almost improbable, impossible to be born as a human being again, almost. So that's what gives meaning and dignity and solemnity to every moment that we're alive as a human being, because we have this precious purpose um, of having having our dark minds eliminated once and for all. So good job, everyone, for being here, practicing together, and have a wonderful start of your weekend. Bye.
Thank you, Beta.
My
See you
pleasure.
later.
Yeah, take care.